In the second video of Lesson 6, we will continue the process of adding fractions with unlike denominators using pictures or models. Here, we will use fraction strips and the number line, and we will examine those same two types of questions again. Given a visual, determine the answer to a given addition calculation, and given the calculation, represent it by modeling in order to determine the answer. So let's have a look at fraction strips and the number line. And here's our first visual. So we see that we have a fraction strip of a third, and we see we have 4 1/9 fraction strips, which will represent 4/9. So what we're adding together here is a third plus 4/9. We need to figure out the sum. Let's look closely at our number line for a sec. We notice that our number line between 0 and 1 has been divided into 9 equal sections. There's a reason for that. That relates back to the LCD. If I look at my denominators here, I have a 3 and a 9. If I consider my multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on, for 9, I don't need to go anywhere because I see that we already have something in common. So the LCD is 9. And that's the reason why our number line has been divided into 9 equal sections. So now what I want to do is look at the 1/3 fraction strip. And because we know that in order to add fractions, we need to have a common denominator. So the 1/3 is actually the exact same thing as 3/9. So I replace the 1/3 fraction strip with 3/9. So I replace the 1/3 over here with 3/9. The 4/9, I don't need to do anything with it. It already has a denominator of 9. So we look at where we begin, where we end, and we see that we end at 7/9. So what does all that mean? Well, that means that 1/3 plus 4/9 is 7/9, which is in simplest form. In example 2, we will use modeling to calculate 2/3 plus 1/4. The first thing that we really need to decide on is, well, what is our number line going to look like? And to help us figure that out, guess where we go? Yeah, we go to our denominators. We have a denominator of 3 and a denominator of 4. We start listing our multiples. Multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And we could keep going. Multiples of 4, 4, 8. Nope, nothing in common yet. 12, there we go. There is our LCD. So if the LCD is 12, that tells us we have to create a number line between 0 and 1 that's divided into 12 equal sections. So each little tick here represents a 12th. Okay, back to our fractions. 2/3. Well, for that, I'm going to place down 2 1/3 fraction strips. And for the plus 1/4 part, I'm going to put down a 1/4 strip next to those 2/3. And now we have to figure out what the sum is. Let's put this over on the side. 2/3 plus 1/4. Okay. We know that our LCD is 12. So we're going to write 2 equivalent fractions here for the 2/3 and the 1/4. I see that each 1/3 strip is the same thing as 4/12. And I look at my 1/4 strip, and that takes 3/12. So for 2 1/3s, That brings me up to 8/12. So for the 2/3, I can replace that with 8/12. For the 1/4, like I said, that covers off 3 of those equal sections of the 12. And that gives me from 0 right up to 11/12. So what have we just discovered? Well, 2/3 plus 1/4, which is the same as 8/12 plus 3/12, gives us 11/12. And that is in simplest form. And now I would like you to proceed to the activities for Lesson 6.